Hello friends, how are you? My name is Corbin Reed and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it's been a while since I've done a sort of like sit down and talk with you about home decor videos, so I thought today would be a fun time to do that. We are headed into the summer months, and for me personally in my home, I really don't make much of an effort to switch out decor in the summer. The time that I really go for it is in the fall and of course in the winter when the holidays roll around, and I do a little bit in the spring. The summer months are really just slower and I like to stick with staple decor. So I thought today would be a fun time to just show you some things that I definitely perused the internet during Memorial Day and saw some decor items that I really was impressed with. So it'll be a combination of items I've picked up for my home, but also items that I'm just sort of coveting in places like Amazon, Michaels, and at home, and maybe like one or two things from like Studio McGee. I just wanted to go like shop on the internet with you guys. So if that sounds interesting to you, then please just keep on watching. Okay, so the first item I want to share with you all that is home decor I'm loving and I've also actually picked up for my home is this black steel adjustable 18-inch easel from Michaels. It is regular price $24.99, but it's very easy to find coupons. I found one that makes it $10 off, and I actually have been able to pick up two for $15. These easels are such a great dupe for the Pottery Barn picture frame easel that honestly is I think runs like over $100. And for $15 you can't beat it. It's really great quality and you can put a picture in it that is I believe up to 16 inches, even though it goes 18, it's 18 inches high. I've been using it, I have two of them. So the first one I got off of Amazon. These are just really great for holding smaller frames. If you don't want to lean them on the wall, if you don't want to hang them on the wall, but you want to put them on a shelf and you just want it to look like stately and you want it to look neat, and also just to add levels to the stacking of your tabletop frames. So I have one on my counter in my kitchen. For the longest time I had it leaning, but it's really nice to have it on this stand just because in the kitchen counters things spill or salt or whatever. I just don't want it getting on the frame, and it just gives it a much cleaner feel and a more like high-end feel. The other one I have on a small shelf above my built-ins in my living room. I have three smaller scale frames on the shelf, and I've been basically using it as a picture ledge. It has like a brass tipping rail in front of it, and I've been leaning all of the paintings against the wall just a little bit, but with this 18-inch steel frame adjustable easel, I was able to put one really small oil painting on the easel, and it just elevates it above the other two, and it just is really nice for your eye to sort of have those levels. Even though it's up on a shelf, you know, they're not hanging on the wall, they're leaning. So it's just nice to have one that's like erect and straight up and at a higher level than the other two. And then the third place I have it, I have one more of these easels that I actually got off of Amazon, and I'm sure you guys, if you're home decor enthusiasts like me, which you probably are if you clicked on this video and are subscribed to my channel, there was one on Amazon that honestly, like it sells out every time it comes back in stock, and it sells for around like $60 to $70, but it comes with these two glass sort of panels that you can put a picture in the middle of. Again, this price can't be beat. It's great if you just have frames, pictures that you want to elevate and you don't need the glass. I think a lot of people don't even use the glass. So if these gallery easels have been on your list, check out Michael's website. I will leave a link for you down below. It is in stock currently right now, and hopefully by the time this video goes live, it will still be available. But if not, you know, be sure to hit that notify me button on the listing, and when it comes back in stock, you'll be the first to know. So next on my list is an item that is not something I own in my home, but is something that I know a lot of people are into and have been coveting, and it's definitely gone viral, which is this arched wood cabinet. So there's one that I have shared quite a bit on my Instagram and on my LTK. It's an arched wood cabinet from Walmart that goes for just under $400. It sells out like crazy. They've had different versions. They've had completely closed. They've had ones that are like partially, you know, solid panel wood doors on the bottom and the glass on top, completely glass, just like arched frame. Always sells out. Has come in like lighter wood, darker wood, and I think like a black. But I found one recently on Wayfair that goes for just under $500, so $100 more. But it also comes with drawers, which I think is a really nice feature. It's basically the same, but I just love the arched wood look. I think it looks great on built-ins. I think it looks great. I think this cabinet would be great in like a living room to display your trinkets, or in a bathroom as like a linen closet, or in a hallway for extra storage. It seems to be a really good size and really good dimensions, and of course a really good price. I've seen similar things go on like Studio McGee for, you know, upwards of $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. So it is a designer look for less, and if I needed it in my home and I didn't already, you know, build a bunch of cabinetry and have plans to build more, maybe incorporating some arches myself, this would be something that I would look for. And considering the fact that the Walmart version for under $400 is always sold out, I thought that I would share this with you guys because I know this is something that a lot of people are looking for and would be a really good option for their home. The next item I wanted to share with you guys is actually an item I have in my own home, and it is this marble tic-tac-toe board from Magnolia. And I originally wanted the one from Studio McGee, and it was just on sale for Memorial Day for like $85, but it's just still too expensive for me. I got mine for about $35 on a sale that Magnolia was having, and the McGee & Co. one goes for $108 without being on sale, and also is never in stock. It happened to be in stock for this Memorial Day sale. It's out of stock now. I'll link it down below if you're interested in it. I think the difference that I kind of liked is that it's a brown and white, which a lot more people like the neutral, but the one that I got is like a dark emerald green and white, which obviously I love green, and I consider green a neutral, and I have pops of green in my living room, even though it's a very neutral living room. So I just thought for the price and for just a little bit more color and variation, and not just having everything be like brown and white. So yes, I think that would be a great option. I love that idea of putting this marble tic-tac-toe board on a coffee table so that you have it at the ready to play tic-tac-toe, and also just the texture and like the curves of the marble balls. I love that it's functional, but it's also beautiful. And I think that the color variation is really nice. So if you've been looking for something similar to this, or been eyeing the one on Studio McGee website like I was for like almost a year, trying to decide if you really could justify spending $108 on a marble tic-tac-toe board, then check out this one that I found very similarly that's still available on Magnolia Home's website. Next up is an item I brought into my home that I actually got about 10 of because I loved so much and the price was so good. I had never been into At Home before. This was my first time going in. Somebody shared a candle holder that I thought was really beautiful, and then I went there to go look at it. It was a Studio McGee dupe. This candelabra that was like brass colored, and I have the Studio McGee one in black, but I was thinking, oh, this one is only, you know, $15 with this coupon. I should just take a look at it in person instead of ordering it online because I have an at-home 20 minutes for me. And so I went and looked at it, and it's fine. I didn't end up picking it up because I didn't care for it that much in person, but I did find these beautiful hand-blown Mexican crafted hand-blown glasses, recycled glassware. I have been looking for glassware like this for a year, and I was initially looking at this thing called a Libby. They're vintage, I think they're mid-century, but it's like an amber glass. It kind of, some of them have an ombre to them, and some of them are just like that brown amber color, but they have that goblet shape that's really classic. But the thing I love about the Mexican ones that I found at Home for $6 each is that they're so thick. They have these little really beautiful bubble details, which lets you know that they're hand blown and handmade, handcrafted on the glass. And they look to like they're perfect for water, or that you could use them for wine or cocktails or whatever. They're just so versatile. They're so thick and heavy and quality, and I just love things that feel like somebody made them. And they're just not as perfect looking as the Libby ones were. So I just think they're a great price. I've been looking for something like this for so long, and when I saw them in person, I was like, I'm taking them all off the shelf. So I did. I took all, actually I think I only got 8, but you know, that way if 2 break, I still have 6 and I have a full set. Or if we just have more than 6 people over for a dinner party, you know, I have enough. I would have bought more, but that's all they had. But they are available online. So if you see these, I'm showing them to you here. If you see them and they interest you, I remember Studio McGee or McGee & Co. for Target came out with a glass similar to this that I saw online in their spring release that I was like, oh, this is great. It looks vintage. Like, and then I went and picked it up and ordered it. They finally came back in stock. I ordered it online and they were so cheap. You could see like the line on the glass. Like, I hated them. They were so poorly made. But these are not poorly made. These are gorgeous. They're handcrafted, made in Mexico, thick, beautiful, like artisan goblets. So if you see them in store, or if you click on this link and are still able to get them to ship to you, highly, highly, highly recommend. I think they would elevate any tablescape. And also just like, because you can drink water out of them, they just make you feel fancy and elevated in your own house. So great price, great look, highly recommend. Okay, the last thing I'm going to share with you guys today is this magnifying glass. It's a brass magnifying glass that I found on Amazon, and it's currently being sold for just under $19. Of course, Amazon's prices fluctuate, so don't quote me on that, but it's a really nice size. It's heavy, it's super high quality. I know sometimes when you buy things online, it can be hard to know whether or not it's going to be quality when you get it, but I can vouch for this one. I have it in my own home and I've had it for several months now. It's been migrating between like my coffee table and bookshelves and things like that, my fireplace mantle, and it's a really beautiful piece. I love that it is like vintage inspired, and I think it's just like a nice topper on a set of books, or like I said, of books on a mantelpiece or on a bookshelf. It's just a cool sort of like piece of jewelry to put in the room that just adds some interest and makes you feel like, I don't know, somebody lives there. So if you're looking for a piece like this, this looks super vintage. I also love the texture on the handle. It's got this really nice kind of like, I don't even know what you call that, like perforation, I guess, all over the handle, so it feels like it's just like a stronger grip. I don't know, I love tactile things, but the brass is really nicely aged and it's real brass, and for the price, I just think it's a great vintage looking piece that you can buy on Amazon and have shipped to your door. Once again, everything I mentioned in today's video will be linked down below in the description box, so be sure to check that out if any of the things that I've shown in this video are of interest to you. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. If you did enjoy this video, which I hope you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. YouTube has not been sending people or traffic to my, like the algorithm has not been favoring me. So anything you guys can do to leave a comment down below or like this video really helps my channel. I am currently in my bedroom and I've done so much in here and I just need to edit it and share it with you. But there are some fun stuff coming your way in here, and also I did a really cool project of like a built-in closet coffee bar downstairs in my office, a custom closet that I built. So I'm going to share that with you guys as well. So stay tuned if that sounds interesting to you. Be sure to subscribe. Also be sure to follow me over on Instagram @storydesign_with Corbin Reed. Thanks so much again, you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.